Let's get it.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Bryan with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. All right, here we are, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, July 3rd. And everybody's prepping for the 4th. Everybody's getting off the road, getting ready for the big celebrations. And we are too. So tonight we have an open topic. So what that means is that whatever questions you have, you can ask, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Now, before we get going down the rabbit hole here, first thing we've got to do is thank our veterans and first responders for all they do and all they continue to do. And a lot of times we as Americans forget that freedom is not free. There's always a price to pay. So again, we want to thank everybody out there. Don't worry about that. We're having a lighting problem here tonight with the sun for some reason just wants to come through that window harsh. All right, Wounded Warrior Project, St. Jude's Children's Hospital is our charities of choice. If you can help us help them, please do so by going to Patreon. Donate over there. You'll get my phone number and we will work directly with you to help you either get started or whatever you need. And all the money at the end of the year is matched and it goes to these charities. That's matched by us and goes to those charities. All right, hot topic, big topic, Hotshot truck and open topic. We're going to let you talk and ask your questions, so have them ready. By the time I get to the end of the news, we want some questions. All right, let's go through some of this. Diesel prices are up to $3.81.3 national average. That's up almost 4.5 cents a gallon from a week ago. In the news, the state of logistics equals low rates and excessive capacity. Excessive capacity means too many trucks are on the road, and that's causing the low rates. All right, the more trucks you have, it doesn't matter if you have the same amount of freight. If you have more trucks, you got more people who are fighting for that rate and are going to push it down. All right. Transportation capacity in June, no growth for the first time in over 2 years. Finally, people are getting the message. There's too many people out there. No growth. All right, here's some good news about truck parking. U.S. bill includes $200 million for truck parking. So anything's better than nothing. I want you guys to just pay attention to this next article real quick. California company ordered to cease operation following a Colorado crash that killed one. Okay? And you hear me talk about safety all the time. And safety, safety, safety. Know the rules, follow the rules, safety. All right, so the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration has declared a California company to be an imminent hazard to public safety following a fatal 6-vehicle crash in Colorado last month. So basically, crash occurs, the FMCSA investigates, they find that I'm going to read it to you, but they come in and investigate. And when they investigate, they want to look at everything you've got. What's your safety program? What's your drug and alcohol program? All that stuff. If you have one driver or 10 drivers, whether they're employees or lease on, this is all going to work the same for you. It means the same thing. It means that they're going to come in and go down your throat to see if you're following the rules. And if you're not, this is going to happen to your company. All right, and there's the crash. Killed 6 cars. The driver was hauling pipe, as I understand it, and the load broke through all the strapping and killed a person. Just dropped all their pipe right on 6 cars. All right, so on June 11th, Cruz Menendez was involved in a crash on 285 near Aspen Park, Colorado. Cruz Menendez was hauling metal pipe and angle iron when he failed to properly maneuver around other vehicles and crashed and caused a crash involving 6 vehicles. The load of metal fell into 5 other vehicles, killing 1 person and leaving others injured. The FMCSA concluded that Monique Trucking lacks safety management controls to ensure that its drivers are qualified to operate its CMVs, that its drivers operate CMVs safely, or that its CMVs are in safe operating status. Okay, so they had no way to know whether or not these vehicles were safe or safely being operated, or even if the drivers were qualified. All right, so before I go to that, let me just, so understand, you're going to hear me harp on safety. You will. If you lease on to us or you watch this channel, you're going to hear me talk about safety, because, guys, this is a dangerous job. You can kill people if you don't do your job correctly. Okay? So, all right, there's my preach for today. Let's not forget that Operator Safe Driving Week starts next week. Gentlemen, get under that truck, get under that trailer, look for problems, okay? Because they're going to be looking here, careless, reckless, and dangerous driving in and around people. But if they pull you over or pull somebody else over or has problems, guys, they're going to rip you. Don't give them a nipple, because they're going to chew your ass. Don't give them anything to nibble on. All right. Brake Safety Week. This is another one, August 25th through the 31st. This campaign is on the condition of brake lining and pads. Okay. So be under that trailer looking again. I just went under mine and took a micrometer to the pads to make sure we were still in good shape. All right, picture of the week. Look at this, guys. This is Robert. Okay, now Robert, I'm going to tell you now, I believe he used every strap he had to make this load work. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think I've ever had that many, or used that many straps. I keep about 30 straps on my truck, but I don't think I've ever used this many. I've got another picture here real quick. Look at this. I mean, he was a strapping crazy man. So for those guys that I tell you're going to need 25 to 30 straps, this is the kind of things why. Okay, you never know what you're going to get. You know, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. All right, Stephen. That's a 10. I think he said a 10-yard bucket. So I thought that was a pretty cool picture. and the crazy shit you see. Now this happened this past week in Charlotte. I believe it was a driver of the dump truck failed to maintain lanes, hit the other truck. The other truck hit two cars, and the driver of the tanker, I believe, was killed in this. So, and the driver of the dump was, or whichever one it was, just so you know, I'm not clear exactly which one it was, but I think the dump caused the accident. The driver of the tanker was killed in the accident, and the driver of the dump was charged for vehicular homicide. Okay. All right. So under the hood, everyone's running, but everybody's running home is where they're going. Everybody's going home, wanting to get home for the 4th of July. The 4th of July kind of sucks when it's on a Thursday. That's, just not my opinion. All right. So I'll run next Tuesday and next Wednesday. I think I'm headed to the one on Tuesdays, pretty much local. The one on Wednesdays going down into Florida. All right, I'm still running the service van. Had no calls this week, thank God. It was so hot, it was miserable. The truck and trailer van is ready for tomorrow's parade. There's the van, all shined up, ready to go. There's Bessie, all shined up, ready to go. So we're ready to roll. And don't forget, guys, IFTA and the state huts are due. Okay, IFTA and the state huts are due for the quarter, second quarter 2024. I haven't done mine yet, but I am working on it. So that's what's under the hood. All right, open topic tonight. Let's see who's over in the room here. Let me say hey to some people. Ford Muscle. All right, man. We got Jacob Wagner, Bobby Hill. We got Vroom Vroom. We got Vroom Vroom in the house. All right. We got Steve Welch in the house. Hey, Steve. Good deal. So we got everybody. I appreciate that. Shit, I appreciate everybody being here. If anybody's got a question or comment, we are absolutely open for business. So, yeah, so let's talk about it. What we got? Started CDL school. Good for you, Jacob, on Monday, and I'm hoping to be on the road by late August. Any recommendations for keeping cool in the truck overnight? Absolutely. Is Robert in here? He's not. Okay, so Robert, I will, don't idle your truck. They've got plenty of stuff. There are things that you can get. You can get a small inverter and run a cooler, a small AC unit inside the truck during the night. We have on the 5500, we have a generator / inverter and a cooling unit. We don't have an AC on top. They don't work very well anyway, I found. But we do have a cooling deal, and if you'll get if you can text Robert and ask him what the name of it is and post it for me, please. And Jacob, we'll get back to you in a minute. But it's a great question. The other side of that is in the wintertime, what are you going to do to heat it? Same thing. They have heating things that you can run on your truck. I wish I had the answer right off my tongue, but I don't. We're trying to get the answer for the cooling thing, since that's going to be the latest and greatest question. Do we have, by chance, Jacob? I'll get back to you in a minute. Do we have anything else? Bobby Hill. Since growth of capacity has had no growth. No, that's not what it said. That's not what it said. Bobby, you misunderstood what I said. Growth, this is the first time in 2 years, this is the first time in 2 years that we have had no growth. June was the first time in 2 years that, so it just happened. I see rates easing up as more and more companies fail. People get tired of struggling with it, or get tired of the just the grind, trying to make money when everybody's trying to take it from you. Do I see the other part is that? Do you see rates increasing over the next 2 years? I do. I see freight getting better over the next 2 years. Look, guys, some of these Biden projects, this infrastructure stuff that they got passed, like $200 million in parking, that takes equipment. That takes moving equipment. So equipment's going to be moved. Flatbed rates, I believe, will be good. So, yeah, Bobby, I hope that cleared that up for you, brother. Got something else? This is my first live show I've been able to catch. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being here, Bobby. We appreciate it. Guys, I love having you here. I love talking to you every week. Sometimes I'm in better mood than not, but I love having you here. This always brightens my week. I'm actually going to take your advice and go for my CDL. Look, the best investment. I'm going to come off here for that. Hold on. The best investment you can make is in you. I'm telling you now. Make that investment in yourself. Now, here's what I know. I talked to a guy a year and a half ago. He called me back today, and he said, "Look," he said, "I've got my CDL. I've been driving locally for a landscape company or something. I don't know exactly what he said. Some, hauling sod and that kind of thing, probably with a Moffett. But he said he wanted to expand out more for himself and go ahead and get into the Hotshot deal." And I said, "But look what that CDL allowed you to do. Okay, it allowed you to run that truck there, and you realize maybe that's not for you, and you want to work yourself. But that CDL allows you to go work for yourself. And if you decide you don't want to work for yourself, as long as you keep that CDL clean, you can come back and go work for another trucking company. That CDL means you will always have a job as long as you take care of it. And once you get it, you baby it and you take care of it. I'm proud of you, Nova. Good job. All right. Lewis Fisk. How's the power only work out there these days for dually trucks? You'll starve to death. That's how it works. There's not enough of it out there to keep you running. So if you're looking to do something, get you a trailer and get on with somebody, or start. I don't recommend anybody starting their own authority right now. It's just too tough. Get on with somebody and learn the business for a year or two, and then decide what you want to do. So I hope that answers your question. There's just not enough out there to eat. So, Bobby Hill, what is your top three best flatbed trailers? I'm looking for some brands now. Well, your absolute best trailer is going to be your Diamond C. To me, that's the top of the line, but you're going to pay for it. You may pay double for the same thing. So if you go new apples to apples, you'll definitely pay double for. You're looking at your standard middle of the road trailer is going to be PJ and Big Tex. All right. Gator they're just proud of their stuff. And I didn't find it as good as it's a PJ level trailer. PJ and Big Tex and Gator are all the same. They're but knowing that, you just know you got to shop the price. Okay. Now PJ and Big Tex, just so you know, are owned by the same company. So when you go onto the lots, this is one thing you can do to check your trailer situation. Go onto the lot and go ahead and check your welds on the trailer. Go to Big Tex, check their welds, see which weld looks more beefy. And then go check out a Diamond C dealer and look at those welds and look how that thing runs. So those would be, that's sort of the middle of the road deal. The trailer I'm running right now, I quit recommended because it's painted and I hate it. Every time you walk by it, you scuff it, and the paint, it doesn't just chip off, it peels off. So I just quit recommending them. So I hope that answers your question. If not, please come back. All right, so I want to show you guys something real quick. Now, I talked to you guys a couple videos ago about always leaving yourself a way out. Well, Mila and I took off to Virginia the other day to deliver a tractor. And, excuse me. And on the way home, sure shit, this is what happened. If you can listen, you can, I don't know if it's going to be loud enough for you to hear, but I've got this little video clip I wanted to play you. Now, mind you, the first thing I look at as I'm passing a tire, to give you the scenario, I'm empty. I'm running, I think the speed limit was 70. I think I'm running right at 71. I normally don't run that fast, but Mila had to pee. I'm just playing. But I was getting home. I was a little bit above the speed limit by a mile. But long story short, as I'm coming up to pass this truck, I see, the first thing I see is his front wheel. And if you can hear this, you'll hear me say, no, 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 no. And because I'm still at speed. So as soon as I seen that front wheel sort of move a little bit, I grabbed the mirror and I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, no, 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 no. He flicks on his blinker and he's doing at least 5 miles an hour slower than me. Okay. You got to understand how fast this stuff happens out there. It happens quick. And if you're not paying attention to what's going on around you and trying to make sure you got a way out, my only 2 ways out here was slamming on the brakes or getting over in the hammer lane. And I'd already cleared the hammer lane once. I'm talking to this guy, please don't do this. And I go back and the hammer lane's still clear and you'll see me cut. But if I hadn't moved, he'd have hit me. So take a quick look at this. It's not but a second or two. So here we go. No, 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 no.
They didn't even check.
That's why you gotta have a fucking way out.
Yeah, his eyes were terrified.
So that's how quick something can happen. I mean, it's quick, and you always got to be on top of your game. You stay off the phone. Don't look at it, and don't be trying to text and call people. If you're behind that wheel, you stay off that phone because it'll cost you your job, and it may cost you or somebody else their life. Okay, so we did that. Do we have anything else? Comments, questions? Yes, the CDL license will keep you employed with good driving records. Stay away from the truck stops, fast food chains. They're trying to kill drivers off quickly, as if we're not dying fast enough. Yeah, I mean, you got to take care of yourself out there, Louis. You do. You just have to take care of yourself and understand that you know you got to eat right. You cannot just eat garbage all the time. So you're absolutely correct. I appreciate the comment. Happy 4th, Kelly A. Glad to see you in the house. All right, so that looks like that's pretty much the end of the questions thus far. I'm really glad everybody come out to make it. I want to wish everybody a happy 4th. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe. You know, come back with all your fingers, leaving fireworks alone. But yeah, if you guys need me, you know, I'm here. Reach out, and if I can help you, I absolutely will. So this is Bryan with DD214 Transport. Have a great 4th. Love you, family. That's all you got. We will see you mañana.
If you don't come